Welcome to the Sloss Furnaces in Birmingham, Alabama.
In 1880, Colonel James Sloss founded the Sloss Furnace Company, branching from the Pratt Coke and Coal Company. He contracted with de Bardeleben for a supply of coal. Planning began in June 1880 on the city furnaces, with the groundbreaking on a 50-acre site donated by the Elleton Land Company in March 1881. Harry Hargreaves was the lead engineer, having studied under Thomas Whitwell, and so designed the site with Whitwell stoves, which were over 60 feet high and 18 feet in diameter, the first of their type in the South. Many of the products used to build the furnaces came locally from the South. The first furnace went into blast on April 12, 1882, ignited by Sloss's 5-year-old daughter, Rosa. Its pig iron won a bronze medal at the 1883 Louisville Exposition. Colonel Sloss retired in 1886 and sold Sloss Furnaces to a group of financiers, largely from Virginia, who reorganized as the Sloss Sheffield Steel and Iron, although they did not produce steel. Nothing of the original furnaces still remains, as from 1902 through the 1950s, every machine received upgrades or replacements. They expanded to include 7 furnaces, 1,500 beehive coke ovens, 120,000 acres of coal and ore land, 5 Jefferson County coal mines, 2 red ore mines, brown ore mines, and quarries in North Birmingham. In 1926, Sloss Sheffield began producing a quarterly, and then eventually monthly publication called Pig Iron Rough Notes, which explained spending and featured advancements that benefited the customers. Within a decade, the publication grew to over 5,000 readers and would have articles that featured others who benefited the foundry industry, like leading entrepreneurs or facilities. As Sloss Sheffield invested in improvements, they informed their readers of what they were doing and how it benefited them. Even before Pearl Harbor, Pig Iron Rough Notes was emphasizing the importance of cast iron to national defense. Virtually all of Sloss Sheffield's output from 1941 to 1945 went to munitions. A sign in front of city furnaces said, "This is a U.S. arsenal," and the company expressed pride in the employees serving the armed forces with a Sloss Roll of Honor, including the names of 381 people serving on every front of the war. 60% of all hand grenades came from Birmingham. With the stress of labor shortage during World War II, there were tensions between the workers, and walkouts took place on a regular basis. There was a ban on strikes by the War Labor Board in 1942, but sporadic walkouts took place. Sloss lost more than 421,000 man-hours due to wildcat strikes. On September 12, 1952, Sloss Sheffield merged with U.S. Pipe and Foundry. Claude Lawson, president of Sloss, became chief of the whole company. Sloss shut down in 1971. In the late 1970s, it was scheduled for demolition, but in 1977, citizens banded together to secure the funding to turn it into a museum, led by Jim Waters, an architect and president of the civilian-founded Sloss Furnace Association. They outlined a restoration plan in May 1981. Sloss received National Historic Landmark designation in 1981 and opened as a museum in September 1983.